team to appreciate the matchup of these two elite quarterbacks. Both guys hoping to use this big stage and display their supremacy. And welcome to Sooner Nation and the Gaylord family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Oklahoma Sooners. For Relay Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. Away to get us going. Return begins inside the 10. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Scanning the field. It's Russell. First play taken, a deep shot. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. They bring him down, but it's a big gainer for the 47.
I'll tell you what, you're going to load up on this running game and you're going to leave your corners one-on-one. You better be ready when you take on Oklahoma. Think about all the receivers they've had over the years. Just off the top of my head, guys like CeeDee Lamb and Hollywood Brown, they get left one-on-one. They're going to make you pay for it. This receiver showing he's got the quicks to be able to win those one-on-one battles. And
intercepted, picked off by the defense. Breaks into the open. And that's a solid return after the interception.
This just goes to show you everybody makes mistakes. This quarterback is looked and viewed as one of the top quarterbacks in the entire country. But even he makes a poor decision, puts the ball into coverage, and he throws an interception here early in the game.
They're going to the air on the first play. Receiver makes the catch.
This is what you love to see, right? Quarterback does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. In fact, Chris, he gets hit as he gets that ball out of his hands. So good job of showing some strength and a good job of throwing with accuracy as he's taking that hit.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. What a catch! Tackle made after a big gain.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
The Cornhuskers trying to cash in here in the red zone. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Pass caught. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain. Fans around the country got their eyes on this matchup. This is going to be fun. It doesn't happen often enough in college football. An early season collision of top 5 teams.
Yeah, you love to see a test early in the year for the players and the coaches because you find out all that work you put in the summer. You think you got a good football team, and now you get a chance to go up against one of the top teams in the country. I'm just glad we're here to witness it.
So here we go. Third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Looking to throw again. Is intercepted. Could take it all the way. And midfield. Across the 40. And they'll finally bring it down after a huge return. The defense doesn't just get the takeaway. They set the offense up in great field position.
Well, this isn't exactly how we envision this game getting started. You see an interception early, you're thinking, okay, great opportunity. Bang. They throw an interception right back. So everything is even. We can start all over, and the offense comes back out on the field. He'll
run it here. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Back to pass. It's Russell. Oh, they've got him on the blitz.
This is good pressure by the defense, but it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board, and now the offense has a chance to kick a field goal by that missed opportunity and dropping that interception.
Oh, and he's off target. It's no good. And with that miss, the score will stay right where it is.
Yeah, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. And now you can see he's hanging his head. A poor kicker.
First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Looking deep to the right side. It's dropped. Would have been a big play, but he could not hold on.
Big shot here early in the game by the offense, but man, you got to give the defense a lot of credit. Not surprised at all or caught off guard by this aggressive chance by this offense in good position to take that throw away.
He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Taking a deep shot here to the right. They lost the receiver down there. He's got it for a big gain. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 41.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
After one explosive play, the offense suddenly moves inside the opponent's 45. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Looking to pass. It's Raiola. And the ball is hauled in. They finally get him down, but this passing game has produced a chunk play.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route. You'd prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
The Cornhuskers have 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Moves out of the pocket. Quick throw, testing the middle. He makes the grab. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
So 2 big plays in a row. The defense is reeling here. Now it's 1st and goal. He keeps it on the design run. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Nebraska. And Kirk, how important is that to get off to a positive start, to draw first blood in a rivalry game like this?
Well, Chris, as you know, in a rivalry game, there's so much emotion. So to be able to put a touchdown on the board first just sets the tone for a big day.
And they get set now to try the PAT. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there and booted away. Return team. Return man forced out at the 12. Not a good return and not good field position.
Oh, boy. The kick returner catches a break, His teammate was able to recognize the ball on the ground and immediately made a heads-up play to get on top of it.
In the first play of the drive now, they're backed up at the 12-yard line. Testing the right side here. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time, and now third down coming up. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Running out of time in the pocket. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. To throw, it's Raiola. Lets it fly to the wideout. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. They finally tackle him, but all the way down to the 20-yard line.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
And the Huskers are in the red zone. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The pass rush closing in. Swarm with the pass rush. Sack.
A lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it and they get the sack.
Well, Kirk, Nebraska has the lead here. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped into the field. We're ready now for the second period. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. That player moved a little bit too early. It's a false start. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Important second down play coming up. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Looking to pass. It's Raiola. Caught quickly. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down. The offense will go for it here on 4th down and 3. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Complete to the running back for this 4th down play. Tackle at the 5-yard line. Now it's 1st and goal right there.
Boy, a risky decision here to go for it inside the red zone on 4th down, and you come up with a first down. I love that aggressive approach. Let's see if they can come up with a touchdown here to finish it.
Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Huskers. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Return here from inside the 15-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. The Oklahoma offense is back on the field. Are coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Looking to throw. It's Russell. The pocket breaking down. Oh, that one's picked off. He could go. Past the 20. At the 10 now. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Pick six could be a game changer.
Boy, what a tough blow for this offense. Already in field goal range, and the quarterback puts one in the defense's arms, and he takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Huge momentum swing here in the first half.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Here comes the point after attempt. And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. From the shotgun. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Play fake, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. Oh, what a grab! They stop him at the 49, but that'll be a first down.
Another Oklahoma receiver making a big-time play for this offense. Man, it just seems like over the years, so many big-time, dynamic receivers have come to Norman. Integral piece of this offense, and it gets you the yards you need.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Gets the first and still running. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
All right, Chris, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. You know, they weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner, create space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and a runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because he's been blocked so well. Love those misdirection or counter plays, and this one worked out really well for a nice piece of yards and a first down.
The screen pass complete to the running back. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
Looking to throw. It's Russell. Okay, we've reached the 2-minute timeout. The offense some work to do here, trying to cut into this lead before halftime. Third down now after the incompletion. Out of the gun now on third down. Grab down the middle. It's Washington. They finally stop him, and not before he gets to the 16-yard line.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Offense beginning to click on this drive as they try to reach the end zone for the first time today. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Washington. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal. The Sooners looking to run some tempo here. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
Timeout, Nebraska.
They're going to go with the Wildcat formation and an extra blocker. Let's see what they have in mind here. And it's a direct snap. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Let's see if this scorecard can breathe a little bit of life into this team.
Now, I know it's only one touchdown, but it could go a long way in changing just the tone of this game, especially once we get into the second half.
PAT is good, makes the score 21-7. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. It's Raiola. Looking deep to the right side. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 41. A massive gain has set him up at the 41-yard line. Enemy territory. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking to scramble. On the run, he'll let it go. Grab down the middle. It's Ives. They make the tackle, but that play moves it inside the red zone.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving them multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, and they're just playing very efficiently right now.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. Quarterback rolling to his right now. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
God, that's what I really love about this quarterback. Looks downfield, everybody's covered. Instead of just throwing this ball away, he's got the athletic ability to make this defense pay for it by picking up some good yards.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Looking to the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Nebraska.
Oh, man, these guys will not be stopped. You're talking about putting up points before halftime, and then really putting some distance on the scoreboard. This defense is officially reeling.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Gets off a squib kick. It'll be fielded by one of the upmen. He stopped him at the 44, but that's an excellent job by the return team there. Here comes the first play of the drive now from the 44.
Let's go.
Looking downfield, it's Russell. Quick throw to his receiver. And he throws his third interception of the day. Look out, he's in the clear. He goes down, but they'll have a chance here now just before halftime.
Well, they come out in that nickel package, and the move pays off, gives them an extra defensive back on the field, a little bit more speed and awareness, and it pays off with this big interception.
So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. First down, looking to throw the football. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, he makes the catch! So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. Looks like the final play of the half coming up.
Anytime you have a sudden change like this, Chris, I love to see the idea of this quick strike. The defense barely really has a chance to get established and get set. Next thing you know, they're dealing with an offense that's coming.
And he makes the catch! Touchdown, Huskers!
Chris, we're only a few ticks from halftime, and doesn't it feel like this thing's already over? Just a first-half beatdown to be remembered. This is going to be a fun locker room at halftime.
And now the try here for the extra point. The extra point is good. Now it's a 4-touchdown lead, 35-7.
That makes the score.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Sooners will kick this away to start the second half. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Is back out on the field. Back to pass. It's Raiola. Quick throw complete to the tight end. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. And Kirk, all these players are aware, if you can make your mark, if you can make a special moment in this kind of rivalry game, that's just remembered forever.
Chris, that's so true. I mean, I played in an Ohio State-Michigan rivalry, and unfortunately, Desmond Howard had his moment where he returned the punt. We're still talking about the pose. So it's a huge opportunity for these players, but I also think the players that press, the players that try to make plays, that try to have that moment, I think that can backfire. I think you have to let the game come to you, control those emotions, and find out if you can just go out there and eventually have that moment, but let it come to you. Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
They stop him, but it's a first down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
And that run produces a decent gain.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Here comes a handoff. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
They convert on third down and move the football to the 25. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Well, Kirk, Nebraska has the lead here. Hasn't been much of a contest so far, and the stats will reflect that. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Looking for some space. It's Himes. He goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
But these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Looking for the wide out. Catch is made down the middle. The tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. First and goal from the 9.
Boy, another great pass by this quarterback. You know, you really got to give a lot of credit to the offensive coordinator and the quarterback today. They protected the ball well, but maintained a calculated...
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. And momentum really building. Now, Kirk, this one could get out of hand here in a hurry.
And that's the last thing you want to do in a rivalry game. Not just lose the game, but get embarrassed. Man, you got to fight for 60 minutes.
And they tack on the extra point.
That makes the score Nebraska 22, Oklahoma 7.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Same tailback, another carry. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. Okay, it's third down after that run. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Bringing pressure. Blitz and a quick sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. He's running out of time here. Wide open downfield. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. So the big gain wiped away by the penalty, and the offense moving backwards. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. To throw, it's Russell. That's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on 4th down.
Well, they just had to go for this, Chris. Pretty obvious. Not much of a choice. Down late in the game like this, you got to be aggressive. You got to take a chance. This was clearly just not their day.
And the defense wraps him up. It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's the handoff, testing the middle. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play. The offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away.
Well, they get stopped here on second down. It's going to bring up a 3rd and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
This is an impressive performance. They played a good football team here today, Kirk, but they just dragged them behind the woodshed and